Athletes Unlimited, there will be only one champion per season. Cat Osterman started off a historic run in 2020 as a new brand of sports league was established. Jordan Larson then dominated the courts to win volleyball's top spot. Lacrosse's first season ended just a month ago with Taylor Cummings securing her place in history. In softball's second season, the level of competition has been unparalleled. Into center field, hit well! Gone! Deep into the night! McClenny on her horse, got it! Tonight, a new name will be added to the Book of Unlimited as we say goodbye to a legend.
Athletes Unlimited Softball is presented by Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com. It's the final night, Championship Monday for Athletes Unlimited Softball, Team Chidester and Team Acacia. She's the two-time Olympian, Danielle Laurie. I'm Chucky Kemp, and this is it, Danielle. It's been an outstanding year. Alicia Ocasio has really stamped her claim for that top spot, but what a year it's been.
I mean, to end it with seeing Ocasio in the circle and Amanda Chidester in that 2 spot, but very special getting to see Cat Osterman one more time, knowing she's going to get to hang the cleats up. It's a very special storybook ending on an amazing career and an amazing season 2 with Athletes Unlimited.
Here's the league overview. 60 players, 4 teams consisting of 15 players each. They drafted teams each week throughout the season, and we crown an individual champion tonight based on that very innovative scoring system that we've talked about so much. And we take a look at our leaderboard. There's Alicia Ocasio, so impressive her season. Chidester there in number 2. This is not updated from the first game. This is entering today, but Chidester does enter tonight in second. But you look at it, Stewart, Svekis, Andrews, McClenny, they can all do some moving tonight for their 2 captains, Chidester and Ocasio.
Yes, and both these 2 women have just been absolutely lights out from the first week until now, and that's why you see Amanda Chidester in second place and Alicia Ocasio, the 2-way player. I can't express enough how amazing it is to see a hitter and a pitcher pretty much taking this thing.
Here's who Alicia Ocasio will face, and man, that is a dangerous lineup. Amanda Lorenz to lead things off. She can hit the ball anywhere, anytime. Kaylee Clifton, the Oklahoma Sooner, in that 2-hole, and then Chidester calls her own name in the 3 spot. But they've got pop, they've got it all throughout this lineup. The electric Aaliyah Andrews rounds things out in the 9-hole. Here's the defense behind Alicia Ocasio. Hannah Flippin, a member of that all-defensive team in the utility spot. Across from her in the middle of the infield, Kelsey Stewart, and then arguably, probably not arguably, the best center fielder in the world, Haley McClenny.
I'm with you. I am with you. A little Jasmine Jackson as well.
Alicia Ocasio in that top spot entering tonight, Danielle, and really almost nothing could go wrong, but still she comes out here, she calls her own number, and she says, I'm going to go against one of the greatest to ever do it in her last game.
Well, and why not, right? You want to end on the highest note possible, and she likes to give herself the nod, and for good reason. She's one of the best to do it in this league, and she throws that fastball as well as a curve backdoor, but it's her off-speed that makes Alicia Ocasio so dang good. She has an off-speed drop as well as an off-speed rise and curve, and she's going to throw the mid to high 60s, and hey, there's going to be a little extra adrenaline thrown tonight. She may be able to pump it up to 70 miles an hour, knowing she's going against one of the best to do it in Cat Osterman.
Alicia Ocasio has been tremendous, 6-4 this season with a 2.28 ERA, 49 strikeouts and 61 innings pitched, and she's got the top spot all but locked up with Chidester in that 2nd spot, but she would love, like you said, to go out on a high note against a really good lineup and against one of the best to ever do it.
And in my honest opinion, I believe that Alicia Ocasio wants to just win this in an absolute landslide, right? Like, to me, that's really, if you're the top dog in this thing, like, that means a lot. And she's going against women that were literally just competing in the Olympic Games, and she wasn't one of them, but she's been able to come out week in and week out, be successful, and show why she could have potentially been someone that played in those Olympics. And a lot of respect to Alicia Ocasio, the 2-way player.
The Puerto Rican national team, and Olympics only took 6 teams this year. It was, for my taste, Danielle, it was a little quick. I wanted more Olympic softball, but
you and me both.
Here we go. The final game of Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited Softball, and Ocasio delivers the heat right down the middle. It's Amanda Lorenz, the outstanding left-handed bat out of Florida. It's her first season in Athletes Unlimited. Smokes one foul down the right side.
And Lorenz has really solidified herself as just one of the best in this league. We've seen a couple 2 home run performances that she's been able to do, one of them being against Cat Osterman, a 2 home run day in one game off of, obviously we all know who Cat is, but she's just been so electric in that leadoff spot.
2 home runs against Cat was back in week 3. Lorenz goes down swinging to Ocasio to start the game.
Just needs to climb the ladder, and that's exactly what she does. Way out of the zone, and I think this really, you guys, goes to show how much this ball is moving and how much these hitters at times are caught off balance. Swinging at something like that must have looked really sweet to Amanda Lorenz.
Kaylee Clifton in the 2-hole. She's at shortstop. One of many Patty Gasso products who have graced the professional ranks. Ball 2 outside, 2-0 for Alicia Ocasio. 64 degrees here in Rosemont, a 15-mile-per-hour wind, and it's swirled a little bit tonight. For the most part, it's been coming in. Laser up the middle from Clifton.
It's a nice little hitter's count to take a hack on. This is 2-0 right down Main Street, and that's exactly where she hits it, back up the middle.
She gets on base for her captain, Amanda Chidester, who leads the league in home runs, hits, and batting average. Chidester, a player, you talk about how important this league is to provide a professional outlet for these women after college to continue to develop. I think Amanda Chidester is a perfect example of you really don't peak until you get outside of that college game, because her time with the Chicago Bandits in the National Pro Fast Pitch League, that's when she really came along as one of the best hitters in the world.
That's really where her spot got solidified with Team USA, like how she performed with the Bandits in the year that she was able to have and putting up those numbers, focusing on so many different things, her fitness and the littlest details about her in this game put her in that position, and the respect is there. You see Ocasio, 4 straight pitches, nothing even remotely close to give to Amanda Chidester.
That's big for Chidester. She wants to solidify that second spot, and that makes way for Jessie Warren. This was yesterday.
I mean, did you see where the ball just was? That literally almost bounced. Jessie Warren is known for this. One of the best bad ball hitters out there. So good.
Jessie Warren has had people shaking their heads at what she can do on a softball field since her days at Florida State. First and second, 1 out for Warren. Pulled back to bunt and watches strike 1 on the outside corner.
Let's not forget how pitchers get points in this league. For every single out recorded, they are going to be getting +4 points. So they can get 12 points per inning. It's those earned runs. When they give up those earned runs, it's -10.
You were talking to Eric yesterday about Ocasio. You know, you could play it a little safer as Warren goes down on strikes, the second K of the inning for Ocasio. But, you know, you could play it a little safer. Put yourself out in right field. She wants it.
And clearly, she has that rise ball just zipping, climbing the ladder so good. When you get Amanda Lorenz swinging at a rise like that and Jessie Warren, you know that that pitch has some giddy up.
Strike 1 to the catcher, Deja Mulipola, out of Arizona. miss again up top.
And what makes a rise ball so effective, right, is it looks like that pitch is just going to be sweet right down the middle, and then at that very last minute, that little extra bite, and they swing through it.
Ocasio right down the pipe. 3 strikeouts in the first inning for Alicia Ocasio.
I mean, talk about setting the tone in the first inning. The captain, 3 strikeouts, the last one looking. Swagger on high tonight, Alicia Ocasio. Wow.
Back in Rosemont, the lineup for Team Ocasio to face Cat Osterman. Kelsey Stewart, who is playing some of her best softball of her entire career, will lead things off. Gwen Svekis, she's up toward the top of that leaderboard along with Haley McClenny. Bianca Stelly, been outstanding in her 2 seasons in Athletes Unlimited. Ocasio has herself down there in that 7 hole. This is how they line up. Mulipola will catch Cat Osterman. Clifton and Ramirez up the middle. Warren and Chidester at the corners. It's Lorenz, Andrews, and Megan Wiggins in right field. Well, this is it for Cat Osterman, and the fans are here to see her tonight and to see this season finish up. Cat Osterman's milestones are really impressive.
They are. Look at that. 5 games she's had with 10-plus strikeouts. She's had 1 no-hitter, the first in Athletes Unlimited history. 3 complete game shutouts. I mean, she's done a lot, and she's set the tone in this league as well as the standard. And I have to say it, you know, there is something so bittersweet about knowing that it's your last time you're ever going to play the game, right? Like, you got to be where your feet are at. You have to enjoy the moment. And she has worked too hard throughout her career giving to this game to just not completely enjoy this for what it is.
Stewart, ground ball right side, fielded by Ramirez. There's 1 away. And there are players on the field on both teams that grew up idolizing Cat Osterman. There are players that are sitting at home right now idolizing that woman right there, Alicia Ocasio. Who was yours growing up? Did you have that one player or 2 that you looked up to and said, that's who I want to be like?
Well, I mean, not softball, but I was a big Michael Jordan fan. We are in Chicago, but if he's watching, Michael, you were my inspiration. But I was a big, like, Lisa Fernandez, Jenny Finch. When I got to see Lisa Fernandez throw at the Canada Cup in White Rock, British Columbia, it opened my eyes to completely understanding what beast mode is. And she set the tone for college softball and for what pitchers aspire to want to be like. She was so good. So for me, that was definitely someone that kind of made me realize, I want to be like that.
1-1. Popped up, shallow center, and Clifton goes back to make the play for out number 2. Was there a moment for you where you realized you had become that for a lot of people? Because when you were playing in the pros and signing a bunch of autographs, I'm certain that had to hit you at some point.
No, I don't think you ever, like, see yourself as that. You know, like, I guess maybe now that I have some kids, it's kind of cool to talk about, like, the accolades and a lot that I put into the game. But I've just enjoyed the run as well as I'm sure Cat has, and you just hope that you leave the game better than you found it.
And it's a Cat Osterman-esque inning, super quick, 1-2-3, and a 6-pitch inning for Cat. Now the points roll over into the second. Team Chidester coming up. Top of the second inning, Megan Wiggins leading things off, just fouled off the first pitch, so it's an 0-1 count for Ocasio, who misses for ball 1. Here's Alicia Ocasio's points breakdown throughout the season, and you just look at the balance between pitching and hitting. The 556 in the circle, 152 at bat. That adds up to her total points, her total stat total of 708.
Well, and the win for me, 1,020. So it just goes to show how important it is to win innings and win games. And She has been on those teams where she's gotten to pick her team quite a bit, and she's calculated a ton of MVP points as well.
I'm grilling you on yourself here, but if you're in this league, you're hitting, aren't you, as a pitcher? You're putting yourself in the order?
The old me would have.
There you
if
go.
I was playing right now, absolutely not. I'm just pitcher here.
Ocasio fields it, and there's out number one.
But, I mean, you do make a good point, right? Like, if you want to give yourself the best chance to win and you are that hitting pitcher, I think it's important if you're that captain and you can make that decision for yourself. Why wouldn't you give yourself the opportunity to earn more points if you feel like you can help yourself out?
And she's not just plugging herself in. She had some couple of years at Florida where she really swung the bat well. Oh, 1 for Abby Ramirez. Joined her captain, former Michigan Wolverine Amanda Chidester, on Team Chidester. Chicago native. Ramirez played a number of years for the Chicago Bandits, so she's very familiar with Parkway Bank Sports Complex. There it is. This facility can't be overstated how impressive it is. It's such a great atmosphere for this event, for this season. And I have to think as a player, they really enjoy being here. Ramirez left side. It's going to be tough to get her. Throw from the knee, and what a play! A scoop from Gano at first, flipping with the backhand and throw at shortstop.
I said it yesterday. She's flipping good. Able to get this ball in the hole to her knee. Laser knows she's going to get extra giddy up with the hop on the turf. Ramirez from the left side just in time. Wow. Wow.
Courtney Gano with the
monster pick. That's how you do it.
with the infielder's glove too. No first baseman needed. Impressive stuff over there. That's like a middle infielder's glove.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Roberts, the DH up. Roberts smokes one to left field. She's got a 2-out single. They squared Ocasio up a couple times here in the first 2 innings. Still 2 outs though. That brings up the 9-hole Aaliyah Andrews. Didn't like it, but couldn't hold back for strike 1. Andrews, the spark plug out of LSU.
She has just been so much fun to watch. She's just a pure rookie in this league. This is her first professional opportunity here with Athletes Unlimited, fresh out of LSU last season, and she's just been a lot of fun. Obviously her sister AJ Andrews played at LSU and in this league last year.
You just can't, when she's on the field, whether she's at the plate or certainly in the outfield, you cannot take your eyes off her, because at any moment something spectacular could happen. Andrews up the middle off the glove of Flippin, but takes a very generous bounce to Kelsey Stewart at second, and that'll retire the side.
Hey, everyone's down with a little assist. We have a little assist from Hannah Flippin to Kelsey Stewart, and gets himself out of the inning.
I had the privileged to get to play for Cat at Texas State, and I tell people all the time, she is truly the reason why I'm still playing. She's allowed me to fall in love with the game, allowed me to fall in love with pitching all over again, and I remember thinking to myself my freshman year at school when I was at Texas State, I don't know if I can do this for 4 years, much less play 4 years professional, and so she just did a great job, you know, all the way around. And so for me to play 4 years for her and then continuing to play professional with her, it's been, you know, something that I try not to take for granted because not everybody gets to do this.
Great pitch!
I'm just thankful that I get to be part of her last season playing softball, and it's truly been something special.
Gotta warn us, Randy Rupp, my goodness. Just shows the impact that Cat Osterman has had on this game, both on the field and in the dugout when she was coaching as an assistant at Texas State when Randy Rupp was there. Cat had a lightning fast first inning, and she really, you know, Cat Osterman is still dominant at age 38. She finds the corner for strike 2. There's Randy Rupp, who's on the other side of things tonight on Team Ocasio. Two and two to Erica Biancastelli, who finished 4th last year in Athletes Unlimited. Italian native, led the league with 9 home runs. Full count.
Making Cat work a little bit here after that quick 6-pitch inning in the first.
Ground ball. And fires it across.
Athletes Unlimited Softball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
One away in the second inning. 20 points on the line here. If Team Ocasio can find a way to get something across against Cat Osterman, it's Hannah Flippen, the shortstop, at the plate. Flippen hitting .286 on the season, a home run, 6 RBIs. Ooh, inside, and Flippen takes first. Home plate umpire says, hold on a minute, and come on back. She sold it. I'll give her credit. Whether she'd hit her or not, I'm not sure, but she was quick to go. Let's see.
This is way up and in. She wouldn't lie. Ooh, looks like it just got her. I love these angles. Ooh.
That's tough. Next pitch, she grounds out. She won't be too happy as Ramirez gets her at first. For the 5 batters out via the ground. That brings up Amanda Sanchez. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Sanchez, a former LSU Tiger for Beth Torina. One runs outside. West Covina, California native. Two one.
It's a good spot.
Team Ocasio didn't love it. Haley McClenny was out of the dugout. Sanchez fouls it away and stays alive 2-2. Sanchez entered tonight in the 16th spot on the leaderboard. She watches ball 3. Really nice battle from her.
We've definitely seen some adjustments this inning by the hitters. Bianca Stelli working a full count, seeing a couple more pitches, and obviously Amanda Sanchez working it to a 3-2 count.
3-2 delivery. Too far inside. And a 2-out walk, and Sanchez picks up 8 points for it. Here's Ocasio. Has herself in the 7 spot tonight. Has hit .250 on the season as she watches strike 1. There's the updated leaderboard. Ocasio, Chidester, Eberly, and Zirkle we saw in game 1. And then Kelsey Stewart, who will be looking to make her move up the top of the leaderboard. And she really just needs 1 inning win, and she'll be there.
I think Kelsey Stewart has an opportunity to make a run for even potentially 2nd place here.
Top 4 get medals. Ocasio, wow, where'd it go? Into the sky. And dropped by Ramirez. It's a run. Ocasio hit a moonshot, and Ramirez couldn't stay with it.
I mean, Chitty's head, she's way up. This had so much hang time. Amanda Sanchez is going no matter what. You see the frustration in Amanda Chidester. As much as I want to sit here and say that 100% needs to be caught, that is a very tough play. That ball went up so high, it's in the wind, it's in the lights. Yes, it needs to be made, but that's a tough catch.
It's a big +10 for Team Ocasio. And it's Alicia Ocasio sending one into the stars that gets him that run. We head to the 3rd inning. Ocasio up 1. +20 for Team Ocasio after the carryover from inning number 1. They lead Team Chidester 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. That is Alicia Ocasio's wife, Natasha Cloud, member of the Washington Mystics, WNBA champion back in 2019. And Danielle, that's what we call a power couple.
You think? Natasha Cloud playing in the WNBA, one of the best to do it. And these two together are epic, and I wish they lived closer because I would love to be friends with both of them off the field.
They'll take home some more hardware tonight as Ocasio is well on her way to being crowned Athletes Unlimited softball champion.
I will say this, a couple weeks ago, Natasha Cloud was in Seattle playing, and I took my littlest, Audrey. Natasha Cloud got us tickets, came down, gave my littlest a pair of her shoes and signed them. I mean, it was, my littlest is 4, so I don't know if she understands the magnitude of what just happened, but gosh, she just was so kind to invite us and make it really special, and makes me want to be a true WNBA fan and go to games. It was awesome.
Well, your littlest will understand in the not so distant future how incredible that is.
Yeah, she gets these shoes from Natasha Cloud, and she looks at her and she goes, "These aren't going to fit me." It just made me laugh.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Alicia Ocasio of Amanda Lorenz. She's got her twice in the first 3 innings.
Talk about just having the Gators number. Obviously, these two played together at Florida for a little bit, but just pulls the string 57 miles an hour, drops it in there.
Here's Kaylee Clifton in the 2-hole. Chidester on deck. Strike one for Ocasio. Clifton singled in the first inning. They weren't able to bring her around after a Chidester walk as well. It was 2 straight strikeouts for Ocasio to escape. For me, when I watch Alicia Ocasio, it's all about attitude. I mean, she just exudes confidence and intensity in the circle, really at all times, but I'm intimidated sitting up here.
Well, and to me, that's what pitchers have to have, right? Like, you have to have that confidence, you have to have that swagger in the circle, or else what are you doing, right? It's you against that hitter, and what is your advantage? And to be able to just kind of own it and be confident in what you do.
What a pitch. Swinging strikeout of Clifton. That's the 5th of the night. Tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, go around the nation with our college football experts as they bring you up to date on the latest stories and preview game day matchups. Watch Inside College Football in the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Up the middle, kind of a bloop shot off the end of the bat, and a base hit for Chidester, who extends her narrow lead over Kelsey Stewart for that second spot. Chidester now at 16-14. Just 22 points ahead of Kelsey Stewart.
And that last pitch, the hardest that Alicia Ocasio has thrown on the day, 69 miles an hour to Amanda Chidester. Let's see what Ocasio does against Jessie Warren. Saw her climb the ladder on like that exact pitch to strike Jessie Warren out in her last at bat, and we'll see if Warren can make an adjustment here the second time.
Down and away for ball one. She comes right back to her upstairs, what she got her chasing on, like you mentioned. As a pitcher, I mean, it's all part of the game, I'm sure, but are you thinking when you get somebody like that in the first at bat, I'm going to bring that to you again and see if you can lay off?
You have to.
She gets the ground ball of Warren. Ocasio starting to get into a groove right now. They have a chance to win inning number 3.
Get the first out here. Sometimes all I think about is you. Yeah! Hannah! Hannah beam! Good job! Oh, heads up, stop. Nice!
1-0 in the favor of Team Ocasio, and we're joined now by the center fielder, Aaliyah Andrews. Aaliyah, thanks for joining us out in center field. It's your first season for Athletes Unlimited, and you have had a tremendous year. You come into tonight in the 8th spot. You lead all rookies in hits. What do you make of this league and what you've been able to do this season?
I have had the time of my life here. It's been so fun. Hold on. Cat! It's been so fun. I've been able to do more than I thought. Like, I just came out here wanting to have the opportunity to play pro. Like, you know, you don't think about your performance. You're just like, yes, I'm coming to play pro. Like, that's so cool. And I just so happened to start to perform well, which is just a blessing, honestly. But it helps with all these awesome professional athletes around me to help me too.
Aaliyah, what's it been like getting to watch Cat? This will be the last time she's ever going to competitively throw, and you're right behind center field, getting to watch her in action. What has that been like, getting to play with her, knowing, hey, this is the last ride for Cat Osterman, probably someone you've watched over the course of your career as well?
Yeah, so what's so cool to me is I started my professional career behind her in center field. I was on her team for the first 2 weeks. So to be on it for the last week too is like, you know, comes full circle. It's so cool. And she's done so much for this game. So to be able to play with her, like, and for her to pick you on a team, like when she drafted me, I was like, holy crap. So it's been so cool. Yeah, Cat.
Aaliyah, we saw your sister AJ play in this league last year and play pro. We know the kind of glove she has, but I have to ask, which one of the Andrews sisters has the better glove?
I can't answer that. No, but my answer is I couldn't even tell you. Like, somebody asked me that at LSU too. They were like, if y'all were to be on the same team at LSU, who would have got the center field starting job? And I said, like, that would probably be the toughest decision for Coach Tarina in like history. I have no idea. So I think we both had our time. We both have done so well, and it's been a blessing to be able to watch her and feed off of her and learn from her. So I think we're equal.
Aaliyah, has there been anyone through over the course of the last 5 weeks that you've kind of learned from and tried to pick their brain and helping better your game as well?
Everybody. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've been talking to everybody, but my first week when I played with Haley, Halo, was like the coolest experience for me. She is a competitor. She, like, every pitch she's in it, she's looking at me, telling me where I should stand for this person, like things that I don't even really think about too much all the time. She was like on top of it 100%, and she did it with so much enthusiasm and passion for the game. And if I could play with her every second, I would.
I have to ask, today's the last game, and then you're kind of heading into the fall, winter. What's going to be next for you before you maybe potentially playing this again next summer? But any big plans for Miss Aaliyah Andrews?
Yes, yes! Nothing crazy. I'm going back to LSU because I am finishing my master's.
Awesome.
And I'm DAing there. So, yeah.
Any TV stuff? You can try to see if you can sneak into the booth with
Yeah.
Yvette Gerard?
Yeah, I would love that. So I'll be texting her soon. Yeah, Cat!
3-2 count for Cat Osterman to Kelsey Stewart.
Go, Cat! Go, Cat! Oh, good, Dave! Good job, Dave! Yeah, Deja! 2 here. Yeah, Amanda.
Aaliyah, congratulations on a great season. Thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. It's such a joy to watch you, and keep it up.
Thank you so much for having me.
Aaliyah Andrews, an absolute superstar. Danielle Laurie. And an infectious energy that she plays with.
And she's someone that wants to get into the TV stuff. I know she's tried to chat with me a little bit about it, and that's why I had asked when she goes back to LSU if she's going to try to get up in the booth at all.
Svekis off her foot, ankle. That could not have felt too good.
And those are balls where you're just mad. You're like, man, this is like my last day. This is the last thing that I need is to have hit this ball. Some of the worst memories as a college athlete are hitting the balls into your shins and having those metal Graston tools to have to just anchor out that ginormous bump.
Svekis one to keep an eye on tonight. She needs 128 points to get top 4. That's a big number, but it's doable if she can put the ball in play a couple times. Svekis to deep left center, and it'll get caught up in the wind like we've seen so many do tonight. And Cat Osterman has thrown a 0 in the hit column through 3. A lot of folks here tonight to watch Cat Osterman finish up her professional career. A school night for them. They don't care. They're here to watch some Athletes Unlimited. We are joined by the shortstop, Hannah Flippin. We'll give her a second.
Yeah, go. You better cover up that mic, girl. Cover up that mic.
Hannah Flippin, what are you covering up that mic for? There can't be anything being said in there we can't hear on TV.
No,
Come on.
it's just top secrets. Like, I can't give you guys all the secrets. I'll give you guys a little inside scoop, but that's a little infield huddle that stays in the infield.
Okay.
Do all of you guys have a cute little star in your visor like you do? Because it's shining bright.
Ooh, Jesse Harper started putting stars on people's visors I don't know if it was everybody gets one or if when you do something good, you get one. Two! That was a shot. So that would deserve a star.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Halo, yeah, Jeannie. I got you on a butt.
Obviously a lot going on this inning, so we'll kind of let you play some stuff out as well. But Alicia Ocasio, the top dog, she's going to be the champ for the most part. What's it been like seeing her perform week in and week out and being that two-way player?
Yeah, Lily's a stud all around. Even as a captain, like, she's one of my favorite people to play for because she just cares so much about the people that she's with. So I think when you care about the people that you're around, you want to perform for them, you want to give it your all. I think it's an attribute to her even starting tonight. Like, she didn't have to start today, but this is her third day in a row. So I think that just tells you a lot about Lily. It's like she's here day 3, it's the last day, she's on the mound, giving it her all, and she's doing great.
Hannah, you made the all-defensive team this season. Who else on that list, or who else did you think really deserved a spot?
4! Nobody's there. Other people on that all-defensive team that I think absolutely deserved it is Anissa Ortez. I mean, it helps when you get opportunities, and she's been playing for ground ball pitchers, so she's gotten a lot of reps, and I think that's given her a lot of plays to make, and she's made them all, and she makes it look easy and phenomenal. So she does a great job with that. Gwen, I love playing for Gwen. I think she calls a great game, and she's just such a threat. Like, nobody wants to steal on her, so we're doing it.
Well, they're showing replays of you up here, just defense. Wow. This is Hannah Flippin making a play up the middle. I mean, this is why she was all defensive utility player. She can play anywhere. Little assist.
All right.
You know, I have to ask about the opponent. Obviously, you're getting the opportunity to play against Cat Osterman one more time, and just talk to me about not only the legacy she's left on the game, but the fact that you've got to watch her compete at this level and how cool that is to see her go out on her own terms.
Yeah, definitely Kat isn't a testament to playing competitively every day. Like, every day she shows up, she's gonna give it her all, she's gonna be competitive and freaking get people out.
Yeah.
So I think showing that to the world and to other athletes is so important. Like, I'm a gamer, I'm gonna do this. I'm a little bit older than everybody else, but it doesn't even matter. She's gonna get it done. And Kat's just a great person to play behind because of that mentality. You know that she's gonna just work for you on the mound, and it's hard to score runs off of her, so obviously you wanna be on her team, but we scratched one up there. Need to scratch the hit column, but
yes.
We're doing all right so far. Tag!
We're just going to listen in on you for a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah,
just going to
totally.
listen in. Kind of, It's a big moment here.
Yeah, 8. Sanch, I'm with you. Yeah, Jeannie. Yeah, Halo. You saying you're going to listen in, so now I'm talking to everybody. Normally I do that, but. Come on, Lily. Yeah, 8. Come on. 4. Cut. Eat it.
Well, Hannah, we appreciate you joining us. Getting a little crazy for you guys. We'll let you go and lock in. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
What an at-bat by Sam Fisher, huh? Stepping up. Little pinch hit for Abby Ramirez. Comes up in that moment. Hits it right past Kelsey Stewart to score those 2 RBIs. That's a big-time moment there for Sam Fisher. See, Kelsey Stewart pinched a little bit towards second base and able to squeak it right through. Kayla Waddle was the pinch runner. She scores easily. Megan Wiggins stands up as well. It's a 2-1 ball game here, folks, in the 4th. Some inning points on the line, 20 points.
And a couple runs across, -20 on Alicia Ocasio. Now, it would take just an absolute crashing down for her to really get challenged for that top spot. But for these other players in this game, in those top, really in the top 8 or 10, there's some room to move for everybody. You see the league leaderboard right there. Ocasio well in front, but Chidester wants to secure that spot. Kelsey Stewart going up against her, and that's where you could see some things really move in that 2-3 range. There's Jordan Roberts, another Florida product. 2-1 count, chops it back 2-2. Five home runs for Roberts in her 2 seasons playing Athletes Unlimited softball. Love to see her add to that total here with nobody out. 3-2.
And these two obviously know each other well. As much as we want to talk about the Huskies having a lot of players in this league, the Florida Gators have a lot as well. Ooh. See Hannah flipping just with her hands up in the air out of frustration as well. And the one wonderful thing to me about Alicia Ocasio is, man, there is no emotion. She is not up and way down. She is consistently the same all the time and has this calm, cool and collected presence about herself. Even if she believes it's a ball, that poker face, I'm about it.
Ocasio now faces the 9-hole Aaliyah Andrews, who grounded into a fielder's choice her first time, lays down the bunt. Andrews can fly, but they get her by a half step at first. Still advances the runners, and a chance for a big inning here for Team Chidester.
Nice little bunt by Aaliyah Andrews. A ton of speed. Sanch was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Andrews gets 10 points for the sacrifice bunt. Takes her up into the 1,400 range. If they can win the inning, even higher. Amanda Lorenz watches ball 1. She has struck out twice swinging against Ocasio so far.
Well, and that's why this is such a big at-bat, because if you're Alicia Ocasio, you know that that does not happen to Amanda Lorenz a lot. You have to be careful. There she goes climbing that ladder again.
Mentioned the Florida Gators having a bunch of players. Amanda Lorenz another one. One. Swing and a miss. Went back upstairs and chased it again. Just got a piece of that. Ocasio thought she might chase it one more time.
And this is where the off speed can potentially happen, right? Like she's climbed the ladder 3 pitches in a row, 3 ginormous hacks, and that's when it kind of opens up that off speed drop. She could potentially go down and in or down and away, and I think they're gonna go in.
You're right on the money. And that is a big out number 2. Amanda Lorenz has struck out 3 times against Ocasio.
That pitch sequence, you guys, is so good. Climbs the ladder 3 pitches in a row to then just go drop ball down. Heck of a block by Gwen Svekis, knowing there's a runner on third base. A lot of trust in the catcher, but it's all about sequencing, and that was money.
Big spot for Clifton. They've already put themselves in a good spot to potentially win this 4th inning, but this could really break it open and give Cat Osterman a really nice lead. Clifton 1 for 2 as the single, but struck out in the 3rd. One and one.
This is a fastball she throws on the outside corner.
Clifton up the middle. There's Hannah flipping, and they strand a pair at second and third, but 2 runs across here in the 4th inning for Team Chidester. Cat Osterman back out. Athletes Unlimited Softball is presented by Geico. It's Team Chidester 2, Team Acasio 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Just moments ago, Cat Osterman is back in the circle for this 4th inning with a 1-run lead. Haley Wagner was out in the bullpen warming up, and Haley Wagner, one of those pitchers who probably did some looking up to Cat, especially as a fellow lefty, and this is just such a cool picture. There's so many of these stories in this league and on the field right now of being around Cat when they were younger and growing up and looking up to her, and being able to be on the same field as her, I'm sure, such a special moment.
I mean, look at this. Are you kidding? Little sweet little Kayla Wadle. Oh, can't. Special moments for sure.
Cat has been good so far. 1 run, it was unearned. And no hits allowed, just the 1 walk for Cat. It ended up turning into that unearned run. This is Team USA teammate and Haley McClenny to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Off the end of the bat, Cat fields, throws, out number 1.
She fields her position so well, turns her feet as a lefty. It's definitely harder thrown to first base. You have to be spot on with your footwork.
Lost her headband on the throw. Still moving pretty good at 38. Trying to spin one last gem before she hangs it up. Misses low and away to Erica Piancastelli. Grounded out to shortstop her first time up. Top 25 in the league this season in that 21st spot.
It's Piancastelli. That's a good hitter's count to lay off that up pitch.
3-0 catches the outside corner. Piancastelli still in control. Italian Olympic team captain pops it up, another one into the wind. You can see it moving on Ramirez, and a nice job to make the catch. She made the error earlier that led to the run, but made the adjustment there. We didn't get to talk about it a lot, but that is challenging. We've seen it tonight all over the field. There is a lot of wind. It's been spinning a little bit. Now we kind of have a crosswind from the left field foul pole to the right, but we've seen it coming in, a crosswind, now pretty much straight across. And on top of that, just some moonshots of pop-ups and fly balls. Flipping with 2 away. Flippin has not struck out this season in 43 at-bats. That is the best in the league, one of just 2 that haven't struck out. Watches ball 1 inside.
Yeah, she is so good to me. Hannah Flippin is someone that I want on my team, not only the energy and defense that she brings, but just her knowledge of the game, her experience. She's someone that is just on it with her pitchers. She's constantly connecting with the battery, and that vocal leader at shortstop or third or second, wherever they put her, she just is constantly connecting and checking in. She's a huge part to team success because of what she brings to the table.
Thought about the bunt, didn't like the strike call, but it's 2-2.
I think they were just saying maybe a little bit too low.
Two. Flipping slowly to Osterman. And Cat fields her position well twice in the inning. Nothing in the hit column through 4, and Team Chidester leads it 2-1 over Team Ocasio. In partnership with Guaranteed Rate, our players were asked to talk about self-belief, a time of reflection, and how it affected their career. Here is Jessie Warren.
I had a lot of confidence issues growing up, so I think the game of softball helped me find that confidence in myself. And even, going into bad at-bats and bad games continuously and then losing that confidence again, really digging down and finding out what I can do as a player and as an athlete. And I think now it's really hard to take that confidence away from me as an athlete. Even if I am doing bad, it's kind of a so what mentality. Okay, I've been here before, I know what to do to get out of it. Now let's get to work and do that. So softball has just really helped me find confidence in life as well too. So I'm really appreciative of the sport in itself.
It's the second home run in as many days for Jessie Warren.
That was Believe You Will, presented by Guaranteed Rate. Tough part of the order here for Alicia Ocasio in the top of the 5th. It's Warren on deck to follow her team captain Amanda Chidester, who has walked and singled a hard hit ball to shortstop, but taken care of easily by Hannah Flippin. Team Chidester with the inning win in the 4th, which was good for 20. So they've evened things up as far as the inning scores go. Here's Warren.
Definitely seen Ocasio just go up in the zone a lot more today, I think, than we have this whole season. I think it's awesome to see to come in with just a different game plan against a lineup like Team Chidester, right? You look at some of these hitters, Lorenz and Chidester, within Warren and Mulipola, and have to be able to have that pitch backwards mentality and sometimes throw pitches that maybe are out of your comfort zone. But if you're trying to be successful against some of these hitters, you have to expect the unexpected and throw some pitches that are maybe a little up and out or just dropping off the table, like this off-speed drop.
Warren down the right side, chased by Stewart, and nobody's going to get there. We'll catch all the action with Nico Cantor as he details match-to-match coverage of the Champions League live on the Golazo Show, Tuesday and Wednesday at 3 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Could you kick it at all?
Too many red cards. They had to put me in the net. They had to put me in the net.
I'm not surprised. I can't
Really?
say I'm surprised.
A lot of running.
Warren scorches one foul. 2-2 to Warren. Down and away. Better be ready to go in this league. These at-bats, pitchers and hitters just battling every time at the plate. Casio misses outside. Nice at bat for Jessie Warren. She walks with one out. Warren all smiles over there, +8 for her. Casio and Gwen Svekis talking it over. One away for Deja Mulipola, who's the only player in the league with multiple doubles, triples, and home runs this season. Mulipola, one of the most gifted young catchers you will find out of Arizona, an Olympian. Cat Osterman likes throwing to her, so she must be doing something right. One for her, trying to give her team a little cushion.
Alicia Ocasio works so fast in the circle, gets that ball back, touches that rosin, gets right back on the mound. One of the faster working pitchers in this league for sure.
Casio down 3-1. Danger zone here to Mulipola. And Wiggins dove out of the way in the on-deck circle. And a full count again for Ocasio. Upstairs, 2 straight walks for Team Chidester here in the 5th. +8 for Mulipola on the walk. Here's our game 29 MVPs, the first game of the night. The pitcher, Alyssa Denham, takes home 60 points for the MVP 1 spot. Sachel Palacios, who had the 90-point home run, comes in the 2nd spot as Wiggins pops out in foul territory to Hannah Flippin. That's a big out. Really, for Palacios, it was 130 points after she did pick up that MVP too. Go Jessie Warren. Abby Ramirez. Fisher hit for her in the 4th and drove in 2 runs with a single. Ramirez ahead 2-0, a little bit of control going on Ocasio in this inning. Svekis wants to talk about it.
Yeah, Gwen is very big on just going out and just asking, like, hey, what do you want? Just take some time, give yourself a breath. And I've seen her do that a lot. She's worked with some of the best pitchers in the world, and we all know the importance of that relationship, that battery, that pitcher-catcher. It has to be locked in.
Ramirez into left field. Janie Reed comes in and makes the grab, so they strand a pair on the base pass. Back-to-back walks and then 2 straight outs for Alicia Ocasio. She's looking for a championship tonight. All square on inning points tonight, but Team Chidester leading Team Ocasio 2-1. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning, the all-defensive team announced today. Geico all-defensive team in the outfield. We've got them all in this game. Aaliyah Andrews, Haley McClenny, Amanda Lorenz, all three showcased in this game. We saw Anissa Urtez and Ali Aguilar in game one making up the middle infield on the same team, Team Eberly. Vidales and Chidester both playing most of their time at first, so they both get put over there as our corner infielders. We've seen Gwen Svekis tonight, and she is catching Alicia Ocasio, who joins her on there. And there's Hannah Flippin over on the side as a utility. She can do a little bit of everything, so she qualifies for that utility spot. This is voted on by the players, which is, I mean, who else better to vote than your peers?
Yes.
Amanda Sanchez to lead things off, fouls it back. Trying to put something in the hit column against Cat Osterman here in the bottom of the fifth. Cat is all smiles tonight. Ground ball right side. Fielded by by Chidester, and she steps on first. Cat's got quite the crew here tonight. Really everybody, her husband Joey Ashley, stepdaughter Bracken, mom Laura, dad Gary, her brothers Craig and Chris, along with a crowd full of people here to watch her.
So cool, right? The fact that you get to have your family in the stands, knowing it's the last time that you're gonna competitively play this game. I mean, it just means a little bit more because those are the ones that helped build you to who you were. So to end it with them there and just your stepdaughter watching you and husband, it's definitely a surreal moment. I'm a little jealous. At the Olympics, we weren't allowed any fans and no one was able to watch a lot of people play. So to be able to come to Athletes Unlimited and have fans and have family is special.
One of the things that, I don't know if it was completely lost, certainly not on you guys, but on the people watching from home, that really that experience missed so much because we're used to watching the Olympics and seeing the emotion, not just for the players, but for the fans that so often include your family who have been there the whole way up to this huge moment, and then to not have them, I'm sure that has to be a bittersweet moment for you and for everyone involved. They've seen this story many a times watching Cat. This is such a cool matchup against Alicia Ocasio. She gets her swinging. Cat's in a groove.
I mean, this is dirty. Drop ball right off the table. I mean, wow. The giddy up behind this pitch and downward movement, this is very tough to hit, and this is why she has been one of the best in the world for a very long time.
It's the first ever Athletes Unlimited softball champion, Cat Osterman, striking out the soon-to-be second ever Athletes Unlimited softball champion. Straight back from Gano, it's 0-2.
That's usually when she jumps on you 0-2. That's when, as a hitter, you're like, oh, God. Now, where's she going? Is she going to go up? Is she going to go down? Just want to try to have a good at-bat and make her bring that drop ball up if you can. Because now is the time when she toys with you like you do with a cat with a feather. Just try to get them.
Just inside for Cat Osterman. She wanted that one. Gano stays alive, 1-2.
And Courtney Gano a little bit off the plate. It's a great pitch. I think a little too much in the batter's box, but close.
Swing and a miss. 2 straight strikeouts for Cat Osterman to finish the 5th inning. Well, folks, grab your nighttime snack. Let the dog out quickly. Cat Osterman might do something real special tonight.
Here we go, you guys. Get a lead. lead here. Get them both if you can. Why not? Okay, let's go after her, but let's not be stupid here. We all know how clutch she is, okay?
For sure.
Here we go, you guys. Make a play. Yeah, D, got one here. Yeah, Hannah. Had a baby. Scott, can we get another one? Thanks, appreciate it. Just look like you're rushing a little bit. I'm gonna slow you down a little bit. Here we go, you guys. Make a play. We got 2.
And you called that, Danielle, that when Svekas was going out there to tell her she was rushing, but she was really good, started really hot.
Yeah, she was. Man, she's just, I can't even go on any more than I already do about Alicia Ocasio, but she just mixes the ball so well. She's been consistent almost every single start that she has had. A force to be reckoned with in the circle, can do a little damage in that batter's box as well, and she is going to be that clear-cut champion here for Athletes Unlimited. Rightfully so.
And Randy Rupp replaces her in the circle to try and hold Team Chidester in check here in the 6th inning. 20 points up for grabs between the 5th and 6th now. And Jordan Roberts at the plate. Roberts fouls one out of play down the right side. Let's take a look at Randy Rupp's scouting report.
Randy Rupp, there was a good mix of pitches. See that little change, curve. And that curve change combination together are her 2 best pitches for sure. And she's not going to blow you away with the super high velo, but she can get up there a little bit.
Paints the inside corner on Jordan Roberts and starts her time in the circle with a strikeout looking.
Just coming in, making it look easy. And they said they're calling armpits. They did say that. They're throwing the ball or calling the ball a little bit higher up in the zone, and gets her with that high screwball.
Aaliyah Andrews' turn. See the third baseman Sanchez weigh in on that line to try and protect against a bunt. Svekas held on to it for a second to inaudibly voice her displeasure. Two and one for Rupp. Goes back to the top of the order with Amanda Lorenz next, so doesn't want to let Andrews go and get on base for some of these big swingers. Three and one. Randy Rupp in her 2nd season with Athletes Unlimited. Good year. Had some big moments for her. See where that infield is. Nice spot for Rupp.
And they know Aaliyah Andrews has a great slap game. Puts a lot of pressure on that defense, right? And as a defender, you know she's got a ton of speed, so you gotta bang, bang, field it and throw it.
3-2. Ground ball left side. It was hot, jumped up on flipping at shortstop, and Andrews is aboard.
This just kind of skipped up, had a funny hop. Hannah Flippin always thinking the game. Next move, boom. Hey, maybe we can catch her off the base.
Nothing for Andrews on the play. It was ruled an error on Flippin. One away. Here's Amanda Lorenz, who's 0 for 3 and struck out 3 times against Alicia Ocasio. Ocasio looks on. That's an impressive night in its own right without the rest, but strike out Amanda Lorenz 3 times. Good Lord. Outside, ball 2.
Amanda Lorenz is not going down without a fight. Her last at bat.
Fouls it out of play. I gotta think Amanda Lorenz can count on just a couple fingers how many times she's been struck out 3 times in a single game in her life. Chase that one, but fouls it back.
It just goes to show, right? Like, this game can humble you in a hot minute. 3 strikeouts so far for Amanda Lorenz. Just gets a piece of that one, but it just goes to show you just keep fighting, right? Like, just like Finding Dory, just keep swimming. Like, you're gonna have those days where you struggle, but you just have to continue to keep going.
Almost got the double play, but Andrews gonna try and take third, and she does. So that's big to put Andrews just 60 feet from home with 2 outs.
Well, and 20 inning points on the line. Nobody scored in the 5th, which rolls over to the 6th, and that's worth 20 points. She's just been exposing Lorenz a little bit, going up in the zone. Leah Andrews gets to third base and is 60 feet closer.
Got her finger caught on the base there. That's what they're looking at. Former LSU Tiger talking to her, Amanda Sanchez.
Potentially, yeah, jammed up
Stuck
those
it
fingers.
right there, yeah, right in the side. Should stay out there, but it can't feel good. Clifton base hit would be a big delivery here for Team Chidester. Fouls it straight back against Rupp. Of course, Amanda Chidester is waiting on deck if they can get to her. 20 points on the line here in the 6th inning after zeros in the 5th. Great pitch. Took a lot off of that one. Two to Clifton with 2 away. Ground ball left side through, and that'll score Leah Andrews. RBI single for Kaylee Clifton.
$10 points for Kaylee Clifton, knowing there's some inning points on the line. Obviously, Team Ocasio gets to go in the bottom of the 6th, but they're not able to score. Everyone on Team Chidester would get 20 points. And
see, Andrews still has that glove off her left hand. That's the hand where she jammed the finger.
Right now, if I'm Randy Rupp, I have Amanda Chidester coming up, and this could be the last time that she ever hits. I ain't gonna give her anything too sweet. I would probably be looking at first base, but we have this updated leaderboard. This is up to date, obviously not counting the most updated inning points, but that's where we're at. Kelsey Stewart in that 3 spot.
Foul ball left side. Chidester 1 for 2 is walked. Down Grounded out to short back in the 5th inning. 0-1 from Rupp, misses.
When Chitty swings, she doesn't just swing. She absolutely hacks to the point where I almost felt the foul ball off the net up here in the booth. Or maybe that was you, Chucky, with your, like, I think you got scared. It was maybe coming up into the booth.
Come on now. Don't be telling people that. One-two upstairs, 2-2 to Amanda Chidester. One of the best to do it the last 3 or 4 years. She has just been unstoppable at the plate. Watches that one so closely go outside. Made Randy Rupp work. Got one across. It was an unearned run. Andrews reached on the air. It was a really tough play for Flippin. It was a rocket to shortstop. Chidester fights it off.
You can tell, man, Chidester doesn't want to walk either, right? She wants to swing it. You see her hacking at that, wants a pitch she can do something with.
The inside corner, big pitch from Randy Rupp. Team Ocasio will need at least one run in the bottom of the 6th if they want to extend the inning points.
All about it. Randy Rupp setting the tone against one of the best hitters in the world. That's how you do it.
Athletes Unlimited Softball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
Get ready for a Friday night gridiron face-off as 15th-ranked BYU goes to head-to-head against Utah State at 9 right here on CBS Sports Network. What a finish to Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited Softball here in Rosemont, Illinois. It will return for Season 3. Cat Osterman will not. This is it for her tonight, but it has been such a tremendous season. So much fun to watch from home. Didn't realize I would be here today, but Ross Productions has done such a great job. CJ Botita, our producer, Lori Brooks, our director, Danielle Laurie, my incredible partner for tonight, who has helped me a ton. Eric Collins, who had to leave because he just gets so excited he doesn't even have a voice anymore. And this whole group, it's been such a joy to be a part of and to watch from afar this whole season and to see the way it could finish with Alicia Ocasio, rightfully so, being crowned the top dog and the champion, joining the Book of Unlimited in a big way. And then, of course, Cat Osterman and the performance she's put together. She is 6 outs away from ending her career the way so many times she has done before, with a 0 in the hit column.
You see Jasmine Jackson trying to do everything she can, was thinking about dropping that bunt.
Cat didn't have a strikeout through 4 innings, and then last inning struck out 2 swinging to finish him up. Jackson lays off. Talked a lot about Cat, but for Deja Mulipola to earn the trust of someone like Cat Osterman, that tells you a lot about what kind of player and person she is.
When they really started to kind of get that relationship with Team USA in 2019. It is, and just think about the stuff that she's teaching Deja Mulipola, that she's going to be able to continue to keep evolving her game and what she's learning with pitch calling and so many different things that she's going to continue to keep passing forward to pitchers that she works with.
2-2, Jackson fouls it back. She struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning. Top 30 possible finish for Jasmine Jackson this season. Back to Cat, who bobbles it and flips it across quickly. Wasn't as clean as she would have liked, but it got the job done.
I think she would have had her either way. That was close.
Swing and a miss from Kelsey Stewart, who is 0 for 2 tonight. She has a hit in 12 of 14 games this season, and that is in danger with this at bat. Barring a big inning after this one or in the 7th, this is most likely her last at bat of the season. Right side, that's probably gonna do it for the no-hitter. It's a double for Stewart. We'll get the official ruling. It is a double for Kelsey Stewart, and the no-hitter is gone for Cat Osterman.
Kelsey Stewart would break up the no-hitter. This is one of Cat's really, really good friends. A lot of history with Team USA together. 3rd at bat off of Cat. This is, I mean, Chitty's mad at herself, but let's be real, this is an absolute just taser. The only way to stop that is to keep your body in front of it, but just clutch hitting by Kelsey Stewart.
Ball 1 down low to Gwen Svekis. Big chance for Team Ocasio to tie this inning and potentially take the points. It would be 20. Foul ball 1-1.
Good effort here. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what Amanda Chidester does with Cat Osterman tonight, because with no hitter going, you're thinking, okay, you're not going to pull her with nothing on the board, but maybe she gets the curtain call. We'll see. They also want the win. That's a big part of this. And if she thinks Cat gives them the best chance, she might leave her out there. 2 away.
I potentially bring her in to close out the 7th inning and get 2 outs, and then I bring someone else in knowing that they can get 1 out and just kind of let her go on that. I don't know what they're planning to do, but I think that's a smart way.
Two outs for Haley McClenny. Stewart on second, Team USA teammates. There's Cat's line, 5 2/3, just 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, all of them in the last couple innings. McClenny needs a base hit for her to hit 400 on the season. Swing and a miss, just late, kind of looked a little indecisive on that one. I think that's saying, probably shouldn't have swung. Testing McClenny's patience at the plate. Swing and a miss. Cat's got 4 strikeouts. She's through 6. Just 1 allowed. It was unearned.
I mean, this is one of the prettiest pitches that I've ever seen to one of the best hitters in the world that I've ever seen. This is incredible. Getting to witness Cat one more time before she hangs him up for good. We got the Book of Unlimited, a lot of action. 3-1, Team Chidester.
For every run scored during this year's Athletes Unlimited softball season, Aspiration is planting 100 trees. Over 36,000 trees were planted in 2020, and heading into this week, 20,100 trees have been planted this season, thanks to Aspiration's support of rounding the bases. Look at that, beautiful shot of the moon tonight from Rosemont, Illinois, and Parkway Bank Sports Complex.
I mean, that looks like an orange to me. Our stage managers thought the same thing.
Deep to right field, foul territory, and off the glove and into the fence. Jackson crashed. Looks like she's all right, but really nice effort. And that's tough because, again, the wind pushing that further and further away from her.
Also, just not knowing where that fence is, too. You're playing with that wind. Good effort. Also knowing Jessie Warren, and if you can get her out in foul territory, let's go.
Warren's first look at Randy Rupp. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. Watches strike 2.
I'm really impressed with the way that Randy Rupp can just own the inside part of the plate to those righties. Her plan of attack against Amanda Chidester, get her leaning out, 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 and then get her thinking on that screwball in where she froze her.
There's a moonshot for you. And into the stands.
I wouldn't be surprised here with an 0-2 count if you see Randy Rupp go out with that curveball a little bit.
To Warren, who hit .510 last season with 26 hits and 5 home runs. Rupp's 1-2. Warren to the right side. Courtney Gano is there. That's out number 1. Here's Mulipola. Chidester getting 20 points for the 5th and 6th inning points after winning the 6th 1-0. 40-20 in that category tonight, and they're headed for a big 50 points in the win column as well. Fouls it back 1-1. Don't forget, Athletes Unlimited will return to Rosemont for year 3. This gets better each year too. I think the excitement from the players, and we talked about the strategy and maybe how their mindset changes coming into the year, but there's just such a unique dynamic to this league, and the fact that it doesn't matter when you're playing. I mean, every game, every pitch, every at-bat is so important.
I'm just like such a big fan of how it's constantly changing week to week too, right? Like at the end of the day, to me, it's more about falling in love with the player instead of the team. And that's special, right, for women in sport. And I feel like at times people idolize like MLB and these baseball players, but this league, fantasy like baseball.
Foul ball, that was close. To the white stripe going up the right side foul pole.
Mulipola's got a lot of pop, man. She can go opposite field with the best of them. See a little Odyssey Alexander in there.
The player's suite taking it in left field. Pretty good view. Ground ball, and Rupp had to dodge it as Mulipola lines it up the middle on the ground, a 1-out single. Second hit of the night for her, that's +10 for Mulipola.
Little off-speed changeup, not fooled by that, waits on it, and hits it right back up the middle.
Mulipola on with 1 out, top of the 7th. And the veteran out of Georgia, Megan Wiggins. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Wiggins 1 for 3. Trying to crack the top 40 late in this game. Another one who's just been doing it for so long. And it's such a high level. One of the most dynamic hitters since her days at Georgia. Those were some lethal Georgia Bulldogs teams back when Wiggins was there. One, two outside. Ground ball right side. Gano flips to Stewart. They get Wiggins going to first, 2 away. Rupp has really battled out there against a really tough Team Chidester lineup. This is Randy's 2nd season in the league. Year 3 will certainly bring some new faces. You've watched this league for 2 years. What's your advice to a rookie pitcher coming into this league?
Well, it's not going to be easy, and you have to accept failure because at times it's going to happen. You're going to play in this league, and you're going to get exposed at times, but you're also going to have great games. And I think it's coming to terms with that. And you can have a great job in the college game, but the professional level is different. This league is different. And see Jessica Burrows warming up the pen, but why the women's professional league is different is because you have to hold yourself to a different standard. There's not coaches here. There's no one telling you what you need to do. You need to know your body. You need to know what you need to be successful in the circle. And the sooner you're able to understand that, the more you can thrive in a professional setting. The poor me attitude just won't get you very far in this league.
Rupp misses upstairs. We've seen that extended strike zone as well. It's something the hitters may not love, but you as a pitcher, a former pitcher, and pitchers in the circle love it because they need any edge you can get out there. So 2-2, Ramirez looking to drive in the go-ahead 7th inning run and to extend their overall lead. Fouls it back. Andy Rupp learned a lot at Texas State from Cat Osterman, who was an assistant coach there, and he talked about her relationship with Cat and how important she was to her and how special that was, and doing her best impression of her idol right there with the strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Team Acasio needs runs. They trail 3-1. Your offensive moment of the game brought to you by Bat Club USA, and it's Sam Fisher. It's her only at bat of the game, but her 2 RBI single is huge.
Yeah, a little pinch hit, steps up, 2 RBIs, and that's all that they have needed. That was a huge at-bat by her.
Here it is, Cat Osterman will start the 7th inning with a 2-run lead. Just moments ago, her and her catcher, Deja Mulipola, loving it, ready to roll one last time for the legend. There's Mom, and has to be an emotional moment for her. Probably been watching her all the way back to the Katie Cruisers travel ball days.
Definitely a special moment for the family, that is for sure. They would not miss this for anything. The amount of work that goes in as a family for children to be successful in sport is selfless. You know how much her dad has worked with her to perfect her craft. And to see her do it at 38, 3-time Olympian, only giving up 1 hit. I mean, it's special.
Bianca Stelli leads off the 7th inning. Fouls it back, down 0-2.
Like I said, I think if you get 2 outs, you pull her. I just think she deserves that. She deserves that moment. I don't know what they're going to do, but if I was the captain, I'd be doing that.
Oh-2 from Cat. And there it is. It's always been about spin and location for Cat Osterman. And it's a backwards K to start the 7th. Flippin's turn. Watches ball 1 down. Still has not struck out on the season. Strike 1, just the 1 hit and walk. The 1 run was unearned back in the 2nd inning. It back at Mulipola, 1-2 count. She was the first ever Athletes Unlimited champion, not just softball, but the inaugural champion of Athletes Unlimited in history. Still going to finish in the top 15 this season. Flippin sends one into the parking lot right on the TV truck, it looks like. 2 ground outs for Flippin tonight. It did hit the TV truck. We're still on the air though, so that's a good sign. A little down. Swing and a miss. For the first time all season, Hannah Flippin has struck out, and it comes at the hands of Cat Osterman. Chidester calls timeout, and this is all she wrote for the legendary Cat Osterman.
I don't want to see no tears. It's going to get me going up here in the booth.
up. That has to be one of the greatest honors of all, to have that sort of respect from not just the fans, but from your peers on the field. 60 of the best players in the world. Off into the sunset. Thought we might get one last Cat Osterman no-hitter, but an absolute gem for her.
Well, and it's emotional. You see her husband tearing up, right? Like what she's done over the course of the last couple of years, and their stepdaughter Bracken has gotten to see, but also the sacrifice of knowing that your wife is leaving and training for Olympics and still putting forth the effort to be the best that she can be. It's closing that chapter on what makes Cat Cat, and it's emotional, right? Like moving forward into that next phase of life, and you see there's her stepdaughter Bracken, and it's a lot, and it's just really special that obviously people get to be tuning in and watching this, and I really don't think it hits you until it's about a month or two after. It's emotional now and everyone's looking at you, but then in a month you sit back and you go, holy moly, what have I done in this game? I've done so much, and it's so special.
You think of the legends in women's sports who have taken on time and nearly beat it, and have dominated to an age of 38, 39, 40. You think of the Sue Birds, the Diana Taurasi's. In the softball world, just recently, Stacy Porter, a 3-time Olympian at age 39, and now Cat Osterman. It's unbelievable.
Yes. She has been pretty good tonight. Found a way to play some good defense and just continue to showcase the leather. Some big time strikeouts. More defense. Striking out one of the best to do it. And then for me, it's striking out Hannah Flippen. The first strikeout for Hannah Flippen of the year, and curtain call for the Miss Cat Osterman on an amazing career from one competitor to another. It has been amazing getting the chance to play against you, and as a teammate and now as a friend. Looking forward to seeing what you do in that next chapter.
Here's Jessica Burrows to try and finish it off. 60 points here if Burrows can get out of the inning without allowing a run.
Jess Burrows coming in, try to get that last out.
Want to know to up into right center field, and this is going to do it. Megan Wiggins. Cat Osterman finishes her career with a win as Team Chidester tops it 3-1. But there it is. We will crown our champion, the second ever, Alicia Ocasio, who had a tremendous season. We'll talk to her when we come back. Chidester number 2, Stewart in 3rd, and Carrie Eberly, one of the rookies, taking up that 4th spot. What a season. We'll come back, put a bow on it, and talk to the outstanding Alicia Ocasio.
Impossible? Ha! Watch me. That word is not in my vocabulary. Welcome to my mentality, where I will show you freedom, recognition, for every athlete, every woman, for my team, for me. Say my name because I am the best at what I do. The All-American, the Olympian. My craft is my free expression, where I compete to win. I stand for racial equality, gender equality, income equality, as a guaranteed, tangible reality. Welcome to where I play, where I am free.
The second season of Athletes Unlimited Softball comes to a close in spectacular fashion. There's our final leaderboard. Alicia Ocasio tops everybody, over 2,000 points. Alicia, first off, congratulations. What an incredible season for you. I have to ask, you have 60 of the most talented players in the world, and you top the leaderboard and do so in spectacular fashion. What's it like to see that and to know where you finished among the best?
Well, first and foremost, thank you. And I think you said it best. We have some of the best players in the world and Athletes Unlimited, so it's an honor to be top of the leaderboard. But a pitcher is nothing without defense and the teams that I'm surrounded by, so I give all the credit to them.
Alicia, I have to ask, your wife is in the stands, and this is definitely a special moment. So just talk about, congratulations, obviously, but what that's like being able to have that support system here and being top dog, baby. It's pretty special.
Well, I'm actually really emotional today because my family surprised me. Oh, I'm about to cry.
Oh.
Well, my little sister's here. She's about 1.5, and they surprised me today, so it means the world to be able to play in front of them.
It has to be such an incredible experience for you to come back a season after you were right there. I mean, you were in the hunt last year even and weren't able to finish. Was that on your mind at all that, hey, I want to come back and really give it a go this year?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's always on my mind to get out there and compete, and I feel like I did that this year, and I gave it my all. But coming off from last season, there was, great players last year too, but this year I was just going in and trying to do my best on the field, and scouting, I think that's what made the difference this year, as I did a little bit more scouting, did a little more research to be able to throw these hitters off, because we faced some of the best hitters in the world multiple times. So I did my due diligence and scouted a little bit harder this year.
Hey, from one competitor to another, I know that this was about Cat a little bit here, but I just want to let you know how outstanding, how amazing, and how great it has been to watch you compete. You deserve this, own this, and everyone should be so proud of you. So with that, we're going to let you go. But dang, you're so good, girl, and I hope you know that.
I do appreciate that, and she deserves her recognition. She's one of the greats, but I appreciate that, Yale.
Yes.
Alicia Ocasio, congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
She is the second champion in Athletes Unlimited softball history. She follows Cat Osterman from season 1, but well-deserved for Alicia Ocasio. Danielle, quickly, your final thoughts on year 2.
I think it's incredible. The fact that I got to see Alicia Ocasio, a two-way player, do this. We got to see Cat Osterman perform at the highest level. Amanda Chidester, Kelsey Stewart, some players that did not perform last season like they should, did today, and I'm in awe because of it.
That's a wrap for Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited Softball. Team Chidester 3, Team Ocasio 1. Congratulations to Alicia Ocasio, our 2021 champion. For Danielle Laurie and our entire hard-working production crew has been just tremendous. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. For coverage of our closing ceremony and awards, go to Athletes Unlimited on YouTube and Facebook. So long, everyone, from Rosemont, Illinois.